I didn't come to simple living through burnout or chaos. This way of life has just always called to me. Intentional living, slow mornings, a home that reflects what I love, not what trends say I need. So today I want to show you how living simply and intentionally doesn't just bring peace, it also supports your mental health, physical well being, and financial freedom. It's not about giving things up, it's about choosing what matters. Hi, I'm Michelle, and welcome to my channel. When people hear simple living, they sometimes picture stark white rooms, a single chair, or giving up all the things that you love. But that's not what it is. Not for me, anyway, and not for most people who choose this lifestyle. I've always been drawn to simplicity, not just because it's trendy, but because it feels like home. It's a choice I've made over and over again throughout my life to live with intention, to slow down, and to create space. Simple living isn't about lack, it's about clarity. It's about being able to walk into a room and feel calm instead of overstimulated. It's about opening your closet and knowing that everything fits and makes you feel good. It's looking at your calendar and seeing breathing room instead of back to back obligations. And it's not about following a set of rigid rules. It's about living in a way that reflects your values. For me, that means choosing experiences over things, choosing rest over hustle, presence over performance. And what I've found over the years is that when you remove the excess, whatever it is, stuff, noise, busyness, you uncover freedom, you free up energy, time, and money, and even creativity. And the best part, you don't have to overhaul your whole life to feel these benefits. You can start right where you are by asking one simple question. Does this support the life I want to live? Eating simply is one way that I support my overall well being. And it's something that I've done for years, not as a diet, but as a way of life. So when I was diagnosed with celiac disease, it became even more important for my health. My meals are basic but full of flavor, and I don't follow complex meal plans or spend hours in the kitchen. I cook with whole fresh ingredients, fruits, vegetables, eggs, and gluten-free grains like oats, rice, and quinoa, and a few pantry staples that I can turn into nourishing meals without overthinking. This kind of eating supports my energy, my digestion, and my peace of mind. There's no decision fatigue at 5 p.m. I have a few go-to meals that I love and I rotate through them. But here's something people don't always talk about. Simple eating is also kind to your finances. When you're not buying prepackaged, overprocessed, or trendy superfoods every week, your grocery bill goes down. You waste less, and you learn to love the ingredients for what they are without needing 10 sauces or 5 gadgets to make it exciting. And when your kitchen is uncluttered, and your meals are easy to prepare, you're more likely to eat at home. That means less takeout, fewer impulse purchases, and more money staying in your pocket. This isn't about perfection. I still enjoy a treat. I like to go out to dinner with friends or indulge in something special. But the foundation of how I eat is simple. Just like eating, exercise is another area that I've chosen simplicity. I've never been one for intense workout fads or punishing routines. I don't need a gym membership or a fancy app or a rigid plan to feel good in my body. I move because it feels good and I keep it simple, so I'll actually do it. Most days I take long walks with Louie, and I also enjoy yoga here in my apartment. I have a set of weights that I use to do workout videos on YouTube that I can also do right here in my apartment. It strengthens my body, it improves my posture, and helps me sleep better and handle stress more calmly. You don't need to exhaust yourself to take care of yourself. And let's not forget, this is one of the most budget-friendly forms of self-care there is. Walking is free, stretching is free, and YouTube has thousands of free exercise yoga workout videos. You don't have to spend a dime to start feeling stronger. And if you're just starting out or feeling overwhelmed, what I always suggest to people is just to start with a 5-minute walk. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to begin. One shift I made years ago was simplifying my wardrobe. Over time, I realized I wore the same handful of things that made me feel good, that felt like me. I started building a small collection of timeless, well-made pieces, classic cuts, neutral colors, neutral fabrics, and my wardrobe is made up of things that I can mix and match effortlessly. A few tops I love, a couple pairs of great jeans, a black dress that always works, and a sweater that feels comfy. Everything fits, everything gets worn, and everything has a purpose. And it's liberating for your mornings. It's also incredibly smart for your finances. When you're not constantly shopping to keep up with the trends, you save money. When you invest in quality over quantity, your clothes last longer. You avoid the constant cycle of buy, wear once, donate, and repeat. I shop intentionally and often at secondhand stores. This kind of simple wardrobe takes away decision fatigue. It makes packing for travel easier also. It makes laundry easier because what you wear should support your life, not complicate it. And if you're just starting to simplify your wardrobe, start here. Pull out the pieces you wear on repeat. What do they have in common? Let go of what doesn't fit or doesn't feel good or never gets worn. And make a list of timeless basics that will help you mix and match with ease. Getting dressed should be simple, comfortable, and authentic. And with a curated wardrobe, it absolutely can be. I've always believed that your home should be a place that restores you, not overwhelms you. It doesn't matter how big it is, how trendy it is, or what's on the walls. What matters is how you feel when you walk through the door. I keep my home simple, but that doesn't mean bare or sterile. It means intentional. I fill it with things that I truly love. I shop secondhand and I love antique stores and Facebook Marketplace. Anywhere I can find classic, well-made pieces with character. And I don't rotate seasonal decor. I don't have bins of trendy throw pillows. Instead, I choose art that moves me, light that feels warm, and a few pieces that add beauty without cluttering my space. And it's not just about the aesthetics, it's about energy. When your space is calm, you feel calm. When your surfaces are clear, your mind feels clearer. When everything in your home has purpose or brings joy, you stop feeling the need to constantly upgrade, redecorate, or accumulate. And again, this way of living is kind to your finances. I'm not constantly buying seasonal items or switching things out. I buy less, I buy better. You don't have to throw everything out or redecorate overnight. But when you start making your space peaceful and more personal and more intentional, you feel the difference. Living simply also means living slowly. And I don't mean doing everything at a snail's pace. I mean not rushing through life on autopilot. I've never needed to fill every moment to feel productive. In fact, some of the most valuable parts of my life happened in the white spaces. Those unscheduled, quiet moments where creativity blooms and clarity arrives. I know what it's like to go through seasons of nonstop doing, raising children, running a business, and caring for others. But now I've chosen a different pace. I prioritize what matters. A walk in the morning instead of scrolling my phone, a quiet afternoon to write, read, or simply be still, and time with people I love, where we're not rushing from place to place, but truly being present. This pace, this slower, simpler rhythm has made me healthier, calmer, and far more aligned with the life I want to live. And slow living helps financially too. When you're not rushing, you make better decisions. You pause before impulse buys. You take time to plan meals, to reflect and invest your time and money where it counts. If your days feel like a blur, try this. Cancel one thing that drains you, or schedule 1 hour with nothing in it. Let yourself sit, breathe, and just be without guilt. Slow living is a form of self trust. It's saying, I don't need to prove my worth through my constant doing. If this way of living resonates with you, I'd love to hear from you. What's one area of your life you're ready to simplify? Please drop it in the comments. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.